bad boy down. Oh yeah, I can already see a difference. What's up, bros? Today I wanted to bring you inside of my storage unit and kind of give you an update, a gear update. I'm doing a lot of maintenance on some gear, and I want to share with you guys some ideas, get your thoughts. So let's go inside and I'll show you guys around and show you guys my big plans that are coming. Welcome back to the storage. It's a bit of a mess in here. I've been working on a ton of little projects, so it's a wreck in here. This is my photo booth. I've been rebuilding it. These are my CDJs. I took them out to do some cleaning, to do some maintenance on the case. If you guys have been following the vlog, then you guys know that I recently bought the DDJ 1000 SRT. However, as you guys know, it's coronavirus time. I won't really get a sense of whether or not I like it until I start taking it out to some weddings. I hope it's soon because I really do miss working. Leave a comment down below and let me know when you guys think we're gonna get back to work. Woo! I love that mixer there, and these are my TDJ's Nexus, but they're big, they're bulky. I'm almost 25 now. My back isn't what it used to. I'm trying to carry around less stuff when I'm doing events when we get back to it. Today I'm looking to accomplish cleaning the CDJs, just kind of getting some sort of organization back into my unit. It's a mess right now. So I bought these iCloth things on Amazon. They're meant to clean screens, they're meant to clean computers, TVs, all that stuff, and they're freaking awesome. Highly recommend them. They literally get rid of all the fingerprints, all the dust. I think it's like 15 bucks depending on what size you get. I bought the really big one, so I think they might be a little bit more. But well worth it. One sheet can clean a ton of stuff. So we're just gonna take this, grab our CDJ, this one right here. Oh yeah, I can already see a difference. Probably the camera doesn't do it justice, but trust me. Also, I wanted to address my last video, my gig log that I made where the music stopped. I was getting a lot of dumb comments of people saying, oh, this is why you should always have a backup. This is why you need a backup computer. This is why you need a backup source. This is why I have an iPad plugged into my system. And in hindsight, everybody knows the solution. That's not the issue that I was having. I have a ton of backup at my disposal. If my computer had actually went and it was unusable, I literally had a computer right next to me. Also, inside of my CDJs, I keep an SD card with all the music that I need to perform a wedding. The issue wasn't having a backup. I had a backup. I could have played music straight from my CDJs. Both of these are linked. Literally had a second computer in the video. And I had some dumbass people saying, oh, I would have just pulled out my second computer and started playing music. That's not the issue. The issue was that the music stopped. People are so stupid and they love to highlight their stupidity in the comment section. I just don't get people. And I know what you're gonna say. Oh, you should just play the track simultaneously. Yes, that's something that I could have done, but in hindsight, how many of you guys are actually doing that where you trigger both tracks at the same time on two separate players? I think you are full of shit if you do say that you're doing it. And if you do it, I want proof. Show me a video of you actually triggering two different sources of the exact same song. And speak of the devil, these are digital jacks and an RCA HOSA cable to 1/8 inch jack, or how we say in the hood, an aux cable. The main reason why I decided to take apart this case is because this guy right here is on its last leg. As you guys can see, the ground on this broke. I don't know how well the camera can show that. And it was starting to peel from over here. So I said, you know what? I'm not doing any gigs, so now's the perfect time to swap this one out. I bought another one of that same Amazon Basic one. And I bought this other one that has USB inputs. I kind of like so I can charge my phone, I can charge my iPad for my DMX. Also, pro tip, when you're shopping for a power outlet for your flight case, make sure that you get a nice long cable with it. I know a lot of guys like to cut these and turn them into power con. I don't feel comfortable doing that. Look at all these cables that were in here. I also bought some industrial Velcro. I'll link everything down below if you guys want to check it out. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna stick these on here, and stick those on there. So if you guys ever do weddings, you guys know that usually when you go into the bathroom, they have like a courtesy basket where you can grab like pills and wipes and all that stuff. And I'm that guy that always goes in there and they're like, oh, thank you very much. And instead of taking one, I take like 5. So I've accumulated a bunch of wipes, a bunch of Advils that I just keep inside of my flight case at all times. And I usually always steal the gum. So I also have RCAs inside of this case, and I also have this very handy piece of equipment. This is a DBX Go Rack. It's actually very coveted, especially in the DJ world. When these things came out, they were about 50 bucks. Now people price gouge these like crazy now. Now these go for like 150 bucks to 200 bucks. This is essentially, you know, a DBX Go Rack, just a little mini version of it. Not as many effects, however, the main ones that you need, like anti-feedback, EQing, boost bass, all that stuff is all inside of here. It's a really neat piece to have. However, I don't use it often. The only time that I do use this is when the venue has built-in sound. Usually when the venue has built-in sound, they like, you know, mess with it so that the DJ doesn't bump. And I use this little guy to boost their bass, to boost their highs so that it sounds crispy clean. When I'm in those annoying ass venues that have built-in sound, I whip this little guy out and they never see it coming. On top. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned, one of my speakers actually went down and I had to send it out to get serviced. It was still under warranty, so I didn't have to pay anything. It did take about 2 weeks for it to get fixed. Literally the magnet on the horn was totally shattered. It was weird. I thought I blew the speaker and I was like, wow, I actually blew these badass speakers, and I didn't. He said it might have been a known issue with these SRXs. Things I want to do. First, let me share with you guys my big idea. I do have 3 CDJs, 2 in the flight case that we were just messing with, and 1 right here, which was in my old flight case. And the main issue with this one, as you guys can see, is the USB CDJ still works. However, you can't use the USB. So if you want to just use a Serato timecode CD, you can do that. However, the beauty about these CDJs is being able to trigger your hot cues, being able to use the cue, being able to do everything that you traditionally can when you would be DJing with a USB. Everything still works. It's just that one piece, and I'm nervous that it's going to be a very expensive fix. So my grand idea is I have one CDJ that works totally great. It just has an issue registering, but it's not too big of a deal. I usually press those buttons really hard. So what I'm thinking is I'm thinking about buying that flight case that Pro X makes that is only made for 1 CDJ or 1 turntable and a mixer, not 2. And I'm thinking about taking these 2 out and putting this one into that smaller flight case, getting rid of this flight case altogether, and taking the other 2 CDJs to my house and basically creating a home system where I have the turntables underneath, the CDJs on top, and basically I would have the ultimate home system with the CDJs, the turntables, the S9. I don't know if I should put the S9 in that flight case or if I should use the 900 at home. Let me know what you guys think, what would you guys do. But I want to buy a nice table for my house. I also want to figure out the logistics of how to get these CDJs over the turntables. I also want to get one of those desks that go up and down, up and down. I do have to wait for everything to get back and running so I can get all these CDJs refurbished. I now have the DDJ 1000, so I have an alternate system that I can take to my gigs. I just don't know when I'll be able to get all these CDJs serviced. Most of all, I just don't know how much that's gonna cost. Hope it doesn't cost more than $500-800 bucks. If it costs more than $1,000, I'm just probably not gonna do it and just keep them broken like they are right now. Second thing that I do want to say is I have these 2 controllers that Hercules sent me. These are entry-level beginner controllers. They're meant to teach you how to DJ. They use the program called DJuice. I did do a review on these controllers. If you want to check them out, link is up there. This is the Impulse 300. I've said it before, when I started DJing, I actually learned how to DJ on a Hercules controller. So I have a soft spot for the company Hercules, and because they sent me 2 of these, I have no need for them. I'm not a beginner DJ. I pretty much know how to DJ, I think. So I want to do a giveaway, but I only want to open this giveaway to guys who want to learn how to DJ. If you're like a nasty turntablist, if you have equipment already, this is probably not for you. Let somebody else have it who wants to learn. Here are the rules to this giveaway. First off, you have to be subscribed, you have to like this video, and you have to leave a comment on this video. Second thing is, you also have to follow me on Instagram and like my Facebook fan page. It's at DJ Bar NJ and DJ Bar on Facebook. So be sure to do all those things. You have to subscribe, like, comment, follow me on Instagram, and like me on Facebook. So be sure to do all those things. However, do not, I say this with peace and love, do not call me. Do not start harassing me about the giveaway. Please, 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 let's stay sane. Leave a comment down below. Let me know why you want to win this and where you are in the world. I'm going to ship this out to wherever you are in the world. So many will enter, few will win. Don't harass me. Don't harass me. Don't harass me. Next up on the agenda are my uplights. I have 2 uplights, 2 of my element hexes that are damaged. So this one, the damage is pretty straightforward, as you guys can see. Somebody kicked it and now this thing has a lean. Very annoying. This is actually the 2nd time that this has happened to me. DJ has been pretty good about fixing them for me, but yeah, that's a problem. This one, I have an issue where these buttons, they don't quite work. The light works, but it's just like one button will make the light freak out. Like if I want to get to something, like it's too sensitive. These are the new ones right here. I honestly kind of wish that they would just take these 2 off my hand and just give me 2 more of these, because these are awesome. They're smaller, they have a touch screen, so no problem with the buttons like I do on here. This is just a better light in my opinion. It's also cheaper and smaller and lighter. These are still going to be my main uplights just because I have so many of them. I have like 30 of them, so no need to get rid of them. I just need to get them fixed. I'm going to be putting some gaff tape on these so that I know which ones are the ones that need to get sent out to get fixed. This UB bar right here is broken because it's not broken actually. The amber LEDs are burnt out on these, so I also need to send this out as well. This is probably going to be such a pain in the ass to ship out because I no longer have the case for it. Speaking of broken gear, I recently purchased a new set of headphones right before the coronavirus. I bought these bad boys. I fell absolutely in love. Actually, strike that. I bought a different pair of headphones. So my headphones actually broke right before a gig. I looked up on my phone at Guitar Center. Was about 15 minutes down the road. So I went down to Guitar Center thinking I was going to get the same pair of headphones, which are these ones right here, HDJ 1500s, my all-time favorites. However, I found out that these were discontinued. The headphones actually still do work. The cable was what broke. I tried to look for a new cable, but they wanted like 80 bucks for a replacement cable. 80 bucks for a cable when these things cost 150 is just ridiculous. But I guess they do that so that you buy the new one. I bought the X5. This is the X7, and the X5 is a horrific pair of headphones. Stay away from the X5 from Pioneer. Trust me, the X5s are horrible headphones. Step up to the mid one, which is the X7, and then I think the next one up is the X10 or X8. I don't know how they're doing the new line of headphones, but these are great. One of my favorite things about them is that they're super tight on my head. I'm hoping that I can find a replacement cable for these for a little bit less than 80 bucks because I ain't paying 80 bucks. Now with my photo booth, I was having an issue with the flash at my last event. The flash was working, it was just going a little bit crazy when it says at standstill. And we tracked down the problem to this little piece right here. This is a hot shoe mount that kind of triggers the flash. And I don't know if it was faulty or if it's the cable that's faulty. These aren't that expensive, so I just went ahead and bought a new one. Oh, here it is right here. And where's the cable? Where's the cable? I think it's this one right here. So these two right here are gonna go in here. Now the other reason I actually took everything out, as you guys can see, I took the camera out. I didn't really need to take everything out, was because I wanted to rewire this thing. There was a mess of wire. You guys can see I started and then I kind of bailed on the project. I'm gonna finish this in another time because I do want to make a dedicated photo booth video kind of showing you how I work it and how everything just kind of runs here on the photo booth. Video on that coming soon. Let me know if you guys want to see a photo booth video. I'm scared that you guys aren't going to watch it if I make a video on a photo booth. So the last thing I want to cover is just some gear updates to let you know what's kind of been going on. Martin Audio, they sent me another speaker. However, it wasn't the matching one. I wanted them to send me the 15-inch. They sent me the 12-inch. So I now have the Martin Audio 12. I'm going to do my best to review this without taking it out to an event. Secondly, I do have my Pro X case in for my DDJ 1000, which is at my house. This is it right here. I love the fact that it's got the 1U. I also see that it has some LEDs. Big shout outs to Canal Sound and Light for that. Here I have the mics, which I'm going to be installing. Most people install a DBX drive rack underneath. I'm just going to be installing a mic. I have 3 of the QLXD microphones. This is just a box where I have the hinges. So I'm going to take out the hinges out of here. I'm going to take the microphone out of here and I'm going to put it in. This rack built that I did with the 2 microphones, there's 2 QLXD microphones in here. Again, when we buy stuff, we want to think that it's the greatest, but man, this thing is bulky, it's heavy. The plastic one was a big fail. I hate that SKB case that I originally bought. This one is a little bit better, but it's way bulkier, it's way heavier. So the practicality of this has kind of gone out the window. I find myself just grabbing the single one more often than I do this one. The fact that I'm now going to have the microphone permanently installed inside of the flight case is a game changer. So that's going to get rid of this case right here. I might have to take one microphone out and keep it in this case here because it might be a good idea to have one loose microphone. What I'm thinking is getting a mixer that's rack mountable so that I don't have to carry around the mixer that's in here. But that's an expensive mixer and something that is not necessary right now. Alright, that's gonna do it, guys. Thank you for joining me on this update. If you'd like to see more update videos like this one, let me know down in those comments below. Like this video if you like this, subscribe if you're new around here, and if you really want to help me out, don't forget to turn on that bell so that you can be notified next time we do another gear update video. Signing off, DJ Bar, stay awesome, bros.